Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance. Today's products are brought to you by OLIGHT. They did send me these out. I didn't pay for these, so I'm going to mark it paid promotion. I'm not being paid in any way to show you these or anything like that, but they do have a sale going on. It starts today at 8 p.m. I think it runs through the end of the day, August 10th, and that's Eastern time, so it depends on what time zone you're in. It might be going on right now, but they've got good deals. They also gave me a 10% discount code of MM10, so if you use that on non-sale items, that's going to be good for that. And then also they got some deals going on with a couple of these products that they sent me, so I'm going to share with you the deals, share with you the features. You can see if they're a fit for you. One of them in particular has a feature that I never even knew that I might need, but I'm telling you, I think it's going to be pretty handy now that I've seen it. So let's go ahead and get into the things that they sent me. Let me show you their features. So the first one they sent me is the I3E EOS. It's a mono output keychain LED flashlight. They've sent me one of these in the past. Have this green version that they sent me. That was in my last video. But this one's the stellar blue. So you can see it's a blue color. Also has some lines in it and then some stars up there if you can see those. I think this is one of those ones people collect. This is a new color or a new version. So if you're one who collects these, you might want to look into it. Here's some of the specs on it. I'll just put that up there so that you can see it because I probably won't go over all of them. It's a 90 lumen mono output flashlight. Takes a AAA battery. And the battery's about the size of the flashlight, so that give you an idea on the size of it. But for the size of it, and for not just to be 90 lumens, I think it's fairly bright. You just keep turning it, and it makes contact with that battery and turns it on. You can see it there on my bench. Now let me show it to you in the dark. And again, this one's only single output, so you're only going to get one light. But I think for how small this light is, put that on your keychain. It puts out quite a bit of light there, as you can see. So again, this one runs $13, $12.99. Also, they do have something going on where sometime during the sale you can get this free. I'm not sure exactly what you have to do. I think it says something about signing up at OLIGHT.com and you can get this free. So you'd have to go there and check it out. Check out the link that I've got down in the description. Click on that and go find the information. I don't have all the information on how you go about getting that free, but I think that there's a way that you can possibly get this for free. I don't know if you have to purchase something or if you just sign up for emails, something like that, but you can click that link and go read and see what they say. But that's the I3E EOS, and again, it's the new color, stellar blue. The second one they sent me is the I5R EOS, and this is fluorescent green, so I think it's a new color as well. And this is one of my favorite flashlights, is the I5R. I think it was the R. It might not be R. It might be I5T, is what I normally was carrying all the time as my everyday carry, and I have lost that, and it broke my heart, so I've been pretty sad about it. But then they sent me this, so I'm kind of glad that they did send me this one. Again, this one's a rechargeable version of the one that I previously had. And again, sometimes, if I mentioned in the past, it's not really my cup of tea, but this one I actually don't mind now that I have it, now that I see how it charges, because if I open this up, it takes basically a AA rechargeable battery that's USB-C, so you just plug in the USB-C. They do give you a cable with it here, plug it up and charge up this battery. But the thing I like about it is, while I'm charging that battery, it is a 2.4 volt. You can put in a regular AA 1.5 volt battery, put that in there, and then it still works with that as well. So it's kind of best of both worlds. You can use your regular battery while that one's charging. If you need it in a pinch, you can see it works there, and then I can turn it up higher. I think the lumens are lower with this smaller battery though, so I think you get, like, there's two settings on this. You get 15 lumens in low, 350 lumens in high with the rechargeable battery, and then it's got a thing that says 150 lumens on here as well. I'm assuming that that's probably if you're using the smaller 1.5 volt AA battery, so that's probably the difference between those. But again, it's got two settings. It's got that low where you can just turn it on with one click, and that's hard to even see. I didn't even think it was on a minute ago. And then I can hold it down whenever I kind of click it on. You got that higher setting. Let me show it to you in the dark here. So here it is in low. You can see it's just enough to light up in front of you. Again, that's a small amount of lumens, but that's not too bad to save you some battery. But now let me kick it up into high. You can see it lights up this whole entire area. You can see very well. And again, you've got that clip on there to where you can clip that on your hat. Use this as your headlamp. Works out really well. But yeah, that's the I5R EOS. Again, the rechargeable version. Again, I do like the fact that you can still use regular batteries in it. That's a big plus for me. If I'd have known that ahead of time, I figured it was one of those where you had to plug it in every time. I would have probably went with this one first. But again, this one's going to run you like 36 bucks, but you could use that 10% off that. But they also have a deal with this one and the next light that I'm going to show you. So the last one they sent me is the OLIGHT Seeker 4 Mini. It's a rechargeable EDC flashlight with white and UV light. And I've got the cool white version. I think they also have a neutral white version, apparently just based on the side of the box. Here's some of the specs here. I'll let you have that and pause it. I'm going to talk about the modes here in a minute, but that way you'll have all the lumens and all that, and I don't have to kind of try to remember all those. So you can check that out. The neat thing about this one to me is that UV light. I've never had a flashlight, I think, with that UV light on it. That's actually kind of neat, but again, this one's one of those that's rechargeable. It does have like a built-in battery, so I guess it is a replaceable battery if you need to later on. It's a 3.6 volt battery, but it charges by their OLIGHT magnet system, where this is also a magnet, so I could take and that's magnetized to stick to anything metal, but their little charger that they send you with it is also a magnetic charger that you just plug into a wall block. You do get this cord, you don't get a wall block, and then they also give you a like wristlet lanyard type thing with it as well. So this one has multiple modes on it, lots of different things. It's got the clip on it just like the I5R. It's got that hat clip that's really nice. I don't think I even mentioned that whenever I was talking about it a minute ago. But again, that's why I said you can wear it as a headlamp. It's pretty nice. This one's got a clip. This one might be a little bulky to wear on a hat, but you could do it if you wanted to. You just have to slide it in this way. It's not going to work the same as the backwards clip on the I5R. But multiple modes with this. You've got 20 lumens. If you hold down the button for a second, it's called moonlight mode. When you hold it down for 2 seconds, you won't be able to see that over there. I'm going to show it to you in the dark in a minute. And then if I hold that down, it goes low. Hold it down again, medium. Hold it down again, high. Double click, turbo mode. So it goes from 2 lumens to 1200 lumens. Just depends on which mode you're in. It goes 2, 15, 120, 600, 1200 in turbo mode. And then if I've got it in the off position and then I double click it in the off position, that's how you get into that UV mode there that you can see there. Let me show it to you now in the dark. Here it is in moonlight. Again, you don't have a whole lot of light with that. I think it's more intended to like read papers or something like that. I'm going to hold it down and go to low, medium, high, and now turbo mode. Again, lights up the whole entire space fairly well. And then if I turn it off, double click, you'll get into that UV mode again. Again, it just shows up stuff a little bit different to help you find stuff. So yeah, I think the light output on this one is a whole lot like my Baton 3 that I have that they sent me last time, which I've grown pretty fond of. But again, I think that UV light's going to be pretty useful. If you see here, as I put it under a sink and I turn on the UV light, I can kind of see where some leak stuff might have happened where I couldn't see it so much before. And then I just thought about just in situations, just period, looking for things that your normal eye can't see, for leaks and things like that. Possibly this light is going to help you find that. Maybe you're going to go on a trip and you go in hotel rooms. I'm not going to recommend it because this thing shows up everything and you probably won't want to sleep there.
What'd you do with the pleasure of hitting the lights, sir? Whoa. What are all those stains?
Blood, urine, or semen.
Oh, God, I hope it's urine.
But maybe that's another reason why you would like to have this light just for that UV function. I think that's going to be extremely useful. Like I said, I've never even thought about having one before. And now that I've kind of went around places and looked at it, I thought to myself, there's probably going to be times where that might help me find something that maybe I'm trying to diagnose something or something like that. So again, this one is regularly $80. It's on sale during the sale for 56 bucks. So quite a bit of money off of this one in particular. And then on top of that, if you buy this along with the I5R EOS, and you have to get the blue and the fluorescent green, I think these are both new colors. If you buy both of these together, I think they're selling for $75.38, so that's going to save you some more money even on top of that. But again, if you buy anything at OLIGHT.com right now on non-sale items, use MM10 to get 10% off, but then these are also on sale. So just, you might want to check them out. They might be something you've been looking for, whether it's the little bitty keychain light, or get you a good headlamp slash flashlight everyday carry in your pocket. That's where this one's going to go for me. I'm glad I got another one of these because I've lost my black one that I've been using ever since I bought it. And then this one's going to go in the truck to maybe help me find some stuff, or if nothing else, it's just kind of fun to go around places with that UV light and just see how disgusting stuff is. So you might want to check these out. Let me know in the comments below if you've got any of these versions already, how well you like them, all those things like that. But go check out OLIGHT sale. I hope that you guys are able to get some good deals with that. Hope this video was useful. You guys stay safe. Have a blessed day. See you on the next video.